What's going on YouTube? Uberman here. So my Turo video has reached almost 10,000 views since I made it yesterday, and there's been a lot of questions, and I'm here to answer just a couple questions. It's going to be a very short video. So the biggest question I have seen on that video is, why do you rent your car out? There can't be that much money in it, and is it worth the headache? This is something that I guess I need to clarify because I understand a lot of you don't understand, why I do some of the things I do. It may seem a little crazy sometimes. Turo is more about the tax deduction for the mileage. All right, I don't make much of anything off Turo, and that's my own fault. I price my car so cheap that it beats out everybody else. My car is priced at like $20 a day. I make, after fees and stuff, about $14 a day. So, no, I'm not making much of anything. Turo more than covers the car payment. Turo covers the car payment and pretty much the car insurance in full. So I average around $500 or so a month for my Turo earnings. Now, here is where it's important to understand why I do what I do. I have, so far this year, $15,000 in tax deductions from Turo mileage alone. All right, so when you start making a decent amount of money, the IRS starts taking more and more from you. And it's quite easy at the end of the year that the IRS wants me to pay $8,000 or $9,000 in taxes. Not going to happen. I'm not doing it. I'm not giving the IRS close to 10 grand of my money. It's my money, not theirs. You're not taking it from me. But it has to be done in a legitimate manner. It's also important to clarify. This is all legitimate. So what I do is, instead of giving the IRS $10,000, I put my car on Turo. That's going to knock out an easy 30 or so grand by the end of the year. An easy 30, maybe even $40,000 in tax deductions I'm going to get. Now, that's not $30,000 or $40,000 in taxes I don't have to pay, and they're not going to give me money back. It doesn't work that way. But basically, I will not owe taxes on 30 to 40 grand of the income that I have just from Turo alone. Now, there's other things that I do to offset my taxes as well. You guys may notice I spend a lot of money on computers. Hell, I just spent $3,000 on a MacBook Pro. Why? Well, the answer is simple. Number one, I needed a reliable laptop. I'm about to spend another $3 or $4 grand on a Mac Pro. And there's reasons behind this. Number one, this is legitimate business expenses, guys. $300 for Final Cut Pro X. $200 for a keyboard and a mouse. Expensive equipment. This equipment I continue to buy. I continue to spend a lot of money on it because I'm trying to think of a way to explain this where it makes sense to everybody here. But let's say I buy a $3,000 computer. Okay, I get to write that off on my taxes because that is a legitimate business expense. But I don't get to knock off $3 grand that I would have to pay in taxes. I knock off what I would have paid in taxes on that $3 grand. You understand? So to offset my income of approximately $130,000 a year, it takes spending a lot of money to be able to knock it down from about $10,000 or so that they want a year, down to what I pay. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I still pay a decent chunk in taxes. But I would rather spend a crap load of money to offset paying the IRS the smaller amount. And the truth is, it is a smaller amount. Okay, $3,000 for a computer, I'm not going to get that much of a tax deduction. I don't know exactly what deduction I got from it, but it was far less than paying the IRS $3 grand. But for me, it's about principle. I would much rather spend my money on stuff to improve my business than I would to just hand a little bit of money over to the IRS. It's principle for me. So I hope you understand. That's why I do Turo. You can make good money on it. If I had my car listed back at $35, $40 a day, man, I'd be making so much more than what I'm making now. But I don't need the money. That's the thing. I need to make less money, okay? So I get charged less in taxes. Therefore, I rent the car at dirt cheap prices so that I'm hardly making anything off of it, and I get the maximum amount back from a tax deduction. The IRS is going to allot me around 54 cents a mile for tax deduction. If I'm charging $40 a day for my car, I'm making money that I'm going to have to pay back taxes on. It defeats the purpose of renting the car on Turo in the first place. So that, people, that is the main question I've seen, is why in the hell do you continue screwing with Turo? It's all about taxes, man. Turo is a huge part, huge part of where I get my tax deductions. So I kind of need them. Now, some people ask, can you make money on it? Sure, I made decent money at it, and I still do. When you take into consideration the tax deductions I get, and I'm still making $500 a month, that's not bad at all. I could make more. I don't want to. So that's it. That's the main question I've seen, and I just wanted to answer that for you guys. Is it worth it? Yeah, it is. It is, because I need these tax deductions, okay? I'm not going to sit there and cook my books, or especially being a YouTube personality, okay? I'm the type of person the IRS would make an example out of. So I have to make sure all of my stuff is in order. I have file cabinets full of files, like right here. This is one, okay? And I know it looks messy. That's because I just went through it. I have files out the you-know-what, because I keep track of everything I spend. And I don't itemize deductions. I don't. But I still keep track of everything that I spend. So if I'm ever audited, I can prove what I've spent on new equipment and how much I've sold my other equipment for. When I sell something like a computer to a customer, I make a receipt that goes in a file, because it's a business expense when you purchase it. But when you sell it, that is income. So that offsets that business expense. So whenever you sell something, you have to keep track of it. I'm not going to be made an example of by the Internal Revenue Service. So my game is tight here. All right, one more thing. Update to the Turo claim. I want to first give a big shout out to Austin Tolbert. All right, this guy right here. And seriously, check out his social media, Instagram. All right, he's got pictures of my cars that he's done on there. And there's a reason I'm showing you guys this. If you're local in the Oklahoma City area, give this guy a call. He's a younger guy. He drives a Corvette. Good dude. He takes pride in his work. He charged me $100 to clean up that entire mess that was made by those last customers. Turo paid me $250 for a cleaning fee. He charged me $100, so I came out $150 ahead on that deal. Turo refused the paint damage because the guy said, through the Turo messaging app, the guy said he was going to use the car for Uber. He said that Uber contacted him and told him to use Turo to rent a car to do Uber. I don't know. This is what the guy told me. I said, fine. Well, Turo said it's against their policy to allow someone to use their car for rideshare. So they denied the damage claim. So I did get the $250. I'm not getting lost wages. I'm not getting the paint fixed. So word to the wise, if somebody, what if the guy doesn't even tell you? I don't know. Turo, they're really becoming very greedy, and they're not taking care of their owners very well. I'm going to say that. I've been with Turo for a long time, over 2 years, and they used to take good care of me. And now they're treating me like I'm just garbage, absolutely worthless to them. I have 100% rating on Turo. That means 100% 5-star reviews, 100%. I've rented to every single customer. I have probably the highest rating of anybody on the Turo platform. All right, and they still toss me to the wolves. So I'm not getting my damage claim. I'm not getting reimbursed for the lost income. I got $250 for the cleaning fee. I paid $100 to him. That left me $150 positive, but I lost a $100 rental. So, in reality, whatever. It is what it is. I had another person rent it yesterday, and Turo canceled on me. Turo themselves canceled on me, called me and said, sorry. And that was for like 8 days. So I lost about another $100 there. They said that the lady who rented it was under review for something. So I'm like, I'm getting fed up. But like I said, I do need the tax deduction. So I just wanted to throw that out there, give you guys an update on what's going on with the claim. I'm going to get out of here. If you guys have any other questions about Turo or whatever, go ahead and leave them below. I'll do my best to answer them for you guys. Give this video a big thumbs up. I appreciate it. Stay safe out there, everybody. I'll see you soon in the next one.